Hello, in this video let us solve this question. So we have in bracket x squared minus 2 all raised to the power 2 is equal to x plus 2. So we're going to use two methods to solve this question. Solution. So for the first method, we have the question in bracket x squared minus 2 all raised to the power 2 is equal to x plus 2. So looking at this right here, this is in the form of a minus b all raised to the power 2, and this equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So therefore, expanding this, making use of this format, this becomes x raised to the power of 4 minus 4x squared then plus 4. This is then equal to x plus 2. So with this, we are going to move x and plus 2 over to this side. We have x raised to the power of 4 then minus 4x squared. Move x over to this side, minus x then plus 4. Move plus 2 to this side, minus 2 equals 0. So from here, we have x raised to the power of 4, then minus 4x squared minus x plus 4 minus 2 plus 2, this equals 0. From this, we're going to factorize out x squared. So we have x squared into brackets. We are left with x squared minus 4. Then also from here, factorize out minus 1. We are left with x minus 2, and this equals 0. So we have x raised to the power 2 into bracket x squared minus 4 can be written as 2 squared then minus 1 x minus 2 is equal to 0. At this junction, looking at this is in the form of a squared minus b squared. This equals in bracket a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So expanding this, we have x squared, then into bracket we have x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 2. Okay, then we have minus 1 into bracket x minus 2. This is equal to 0. So at this junction, we have a common factor, which is simply x minus 2, x minus 2. So pick one, x minus 2. Then, okay, we are left with x squared, then multiplied by x plus 2, then minus 1, and this is equal to 0. With this, we can then equate this to 0 or equate this to 0. So we have x minus 2 equals 0, or we have this x squared into bracket x plus 2 minus 1 is equal to 0. From here, x is equal to 2. With this, we have the first solution for the value of x. Now, let us solve this other equation, this one right here. So, first of all, multiply and open the bracket. X squared times x is x raised to the power 3. X squared times plus 2 plus 2x squared. Then we have minus 1 is equal to 0. So, at this junction, we can write 2x squared. 2x squared can be written as x squared plus x squared, and this becomes x raised to the power 3 then plus x squared plus x squared, then minus 1 can be written as 1 squared equals 0. So with this, we're going to then factorize out x squared from here. X squared into bracket x plus 1, and looking at this right here is simply difference of 2 squared. So if you have a squared minus b squared, this equals in brackets a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So this then becomes, we have plus in brackets x plus 1 multiplied by x minus 1, and this equals 0. So at this junction, we have a common factor x plus 1, x plus 1. Factorize out x plus 1. Okay, we are left with x squared, then plus x minus 1, and this equals 0. So with this, we are then going to equate this to 0 or equate this to 0. So we have x plus 1 equals 0, or x squared plus x minus 1 equals 0. From here, x is equal to minus 1, and with this, we have the second solution for the value of x. So, for this other equation, this is a quadratic equation, and to solve this, we're going to make use of the quadratic formula. The formula which is given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. In this case, the value of a is simply the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. The value of b is the coefficient of x, which is simply plus 1. The constant c is minus 1. So inputting these values into the formula, what we have for the solution of x is this, that x is then equal to minus b is 1 plus or minus square root b squared. B is 1, so 1 squared is 1, minus 4 times a is 1, then times c is minus 1 all over 2 times a is 1. And from here, x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 minus 4 times 1 minus 4 minus 4 times minus 1 plus 4 all over 2 times 1 is 2. So x is then equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 4, 5 over 2. So x is then equal to, we have two solutions for the value of x, such that x, we have minus 1 plus square root of 5 over 2, and we have x is equal to minus 1 minus square root of 5 over 2. So with this, we have the third and the fourth solution for the value of x. So this is for the first method. So for the second method, right here, for the second method, we have this question in brackets x squared minus 2 all raised to power 2 equals x plus 2. So with this, we are going to say let x squared minus 2 equals y. So this is equal to y, and this equation then becomes y squared is equal to x plus 2. So from here, we are going to solve this, okay, by moving x to this side. This becomes y squared minus x is equal to 2. And with this also, if we move 2 over to this side, we have x squared minus y equals 2. So looking at these two equations, you will notice that 2 is similar in this case. So we compare these two equations since we have 2 in this place, so that this equation then becomes x squared minus y equals y squared minus x. Okay, so with this, we are then going to move y squared minus x to the other side. This becomes x squared minus y, then move y squared minus y squared, then move minus x, we have plus x, and this equals 0. So if we then rearrange this equation, what we have is this, we have x squared minus y squared plus x minus y, and this equals 0. Okay, so looking at this right here, this is in the form of difference of 2 squared. So if you have a squared minus b squared, this equals in bracket a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So this becomes in bracket x plus y multiplied by x minus y. Then we are then going to factorize out plus 1 from this. We are left with x minus y, and this equals 0. So looking at this, we have x minus y as a common factor. Factorize out x minus y. Okay, we are left with, we have x plus y, then we have plus 1, and this equals 0. So from here, we can equate these two to 0, so that this becomes x minus y equals 0, or x plus y plus 1 equals 0. Okay, so recall that from here we said let x squared minus 2 equals y. So recall right here, recall that x squared minus 2 equals y. So input the value of y into this equation. This then becomes, we have x minus, in bracket, x squared minus 2, and this equals 0. So x minus times x squared minus x squared minus times minus 2 plus 2 is equal to 0. So if we then rearrange this equation, we have minus x squared then plus x plus 2 equals 0. So from here, multiply this equation by minus 1. We have minus 1 into bracket minus x squared plus x plus 2 equals 0 times minus 1. Minus 1 times minus x squared is plus x squared, minus 1 times plus x minus x, minus 1 times plus 2 minus 2. This equals 0 times this is 0. So to then solve this equation, we're going to factorize it. So this becomes x squared minus 2x plus x minus 2. This equals 0. So factorize out x from this. This becomes x into bracket x minus 2, and then factorize out plus 1 from here, plus 1 into bracket x minus 2, and this equals 0. So looking at this, we have a common factor, which is simply x minus 2, x minus 2. So factorize out x minus 2, we are left with x and then plus 1, and this equals 0. So with this, we're going to equate this 2 to 0. We have x minus 2 equals 0, or x plus 1 equals 0. From here, x is equal to plus 2, or x is equal to minus 1. So we have the first solution of x and the second solution of x. Good. So for this other equation right here, also input the value of y into this other equation, and what we have is this. So since we have x plus y plus 1 equals 0, the value of y is x squared minus 2. So this then becomes x plus x squared minus 2 plus 1, this equals 0. So x plus x squared minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, this equals 0. If we then rearrange this equation, we have x squared plus x minus 1, this equals 0. So solving this equation, right, with the quadratic formula, the formula which is given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And in this case, the value of a is the coefficient of s squared, which is 1. The value of b is the coefficient of s, which is simply plus 1. The value of c is the constant, which is minus 1. And putting these values into the formula, the solution for x is then equal to minus b is 1 plus or minus square root b squared 1 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is minus 1. Okay, so all of this is being divided by 2 times a is 1. So x is then equal to minus 1 plus or minus square root 1 squared is 1, then minus 4 times 1 minus 4 times minus 1, that is plus 4, then all over 2 times 1 is 2. So with this, we have the value of x equals minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1 plus 4 is 5 over 2. And with this, the solution of x is equal to minus 1 plus root 5 over 2, or x equals minus 1 minus root 5 over 2. And from here, we have the third and the fourth solution of the value of x. So meanwhile, the first solution is 2, second solution is minus 1. So with this, we have the first solutions of the value of x for the first and the second method. Okay, so with this, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Do well to like this video, subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. God bless you.